Welcome to week 6 of our Back to Basics Barefoot session. Today we are going to use our sliders and our ball as normal. So we're going to start with that ball under the foot, please, starting with placing your ball, whether it be a tennis ball or a little bit harder at this stage, the lacrosse ball. Ball of the foot is on the floor and we'll just start rolling out your heel. So this is a favourite part of class. We're rolling those feet, getting a nice massage through, releasing some of the tension. Going to get you to now bring that ball to the base of the heel. Again, always posturally positioned, shoulders, hips, knees, feet, tucking through core, and we're just going to put the pressure down on the back of the arch, please. So nice and controlled pressure, not too hard, no cringy faces, just relaxing and focusing on your breathing. Now, as normal, depending on what you've been doing, how much time you've had in shoes, you may find a little bit more tightness sometimes and in different spots. So taking a deep breath, roll it to the middle of the arch and put the pressure down. So this part we go at our own pace. If you find that there are points that you need to stay on and or come back to later on in the day, please feel free to do so. The more we do in rolling and moving and strengthening through the feet, the better it is. So we'll take a deep breath in, please, and let's roll the ball now to the top part of your arch, and pressure is going to go straight down. Nice deep breath. Okay, so don't forget, if you're needing to hold on to chairs for balance and stability, please do so. Just make sure your body is up tall and you're not leaning forwards or backwards. So it's just stabilize through your supporting foot and roll that ball now backwards and forwards. So loosening up that foot. So again, you may find points of tension that you just need to roll over a little bit more. Nice concentration on the face as we're moving through. And we'll take a deep breath, please. So I'm just going to put my heel down on the floor now and bring that foot to the top underneath your toes, and we'll start to roll side to side. So first up, we're going side to side and then rolling your side to side wall all the way down to the heel, through your arch. And back up to the toes. So taking a deep breath in again, stabilize through the feet and roll it backwards and forwards again. And take a deep breath, holding on to the chair if we're needing to. Please bring that foot up and circle through the ankle and back in the opposite direction. And we're going to bring the foot down. So take your deep breath in, please, and take the ball to the other side and start with rolling the heel again. So the ball of the foot is on the ground, rolling from side to side through the heel. And we're just now going to bring the ball to the base of the arch. Again, check our nice postural position and put a little bit of pressure down onto the foot. Concentrating on your nice deep breathing, allowing everything to release. Deep breath, bring to the middle of the arch and pressure down again. So nice deep breath. And let's move the ball, please, to the top of the arch, and again, pressure down. Going to take a deep breath in again, please. Stabilize through your foot first and take your forwards and backwards rolls. And bring the heel down now, please. And bring your ball up to under the toes, and we're going to roll that sideways. So rolling it all the way down through the foot to the back of your arch, base of the heel. And when you're ready, we're rolling it back through. So again, let's stabilize through the foot, taking a deep breath in and roll the ball backwards and forwards again. Take your deep breath in, please, holding onto your chair if you're needing to. Foot up, and let's take a circle through the ankle and back in the opposite direction. And bring the foot down and just bring yourselves, making sure we're away from that ball, into a little march, please. And now just bring your pony trot through. So heel through to toe, both sides, holding the chair if we're needing to, keeping tight through the core. And bring that foot down. So I'm going to get you to grab your balls now, please, and pop them to the side. And I'll just get you to come into a side-to-side step, please. So we're going to keep it nice and tight through the core. Just getting a little bit of movement through those hips. And I'm bringing back into a march. We're just going to stabilize our feet, please. We're just going to check again that we've got those big toes pointing forwards. And just rock our hips from side to side. So we keep the body up nice and tall. And let's roll. So take the circle through your hips. And circle it back in the opposite direction. Concentrating on that breathing, and then just bring it side to side again. Okay, so we're going to now come down onto the floor to do our toga. So I'll give you a few minutes to get yourselves comfortable and positioned, and or stay on your chairs if you can, grabbing hold of those toes. So cushions if you're needing to, but I'll see you down on the floor in a second. Okay, so we're now on the floor and we're going to come into a seated position. So depending on your mobility through the hips, we are going to bend the leg up so we can grab hold of that foot. If you do have the range of motion and it's more comfortable for you to sit with cross-leg position, you also can. So it's always knowing where you're needing to. You may need to tuck a cushion underneath. So we're going to hold again the knuckle, and we're just going to take our circles through that big toe. So it's just nice and easy, nice and gently getting the movement through this big toe. And hopefully now we're in week 6, we're starting to see a little bit more movement coming in. Please be aware though, it can take a long time to get that movement through. Circle back in the opposite direction. So as you are aware, I do like to look at that toe to get the connection through, the mind-muscle coordination through. And I'm taking a deep breath now. We're just going to pull that big toe up and down. So nice and slow movements. Bring it straight up and straight down. I'm going to take a deep breath now, and please just bring that big toe backwards and forwards. Okay, so now we're just going to release that one, and we're going to bring it into the side, please. So a couple of fingers in between the big toe, second toe, and moving that in towards the inner part of your foot. And we're going to take a deep breath, please, and bring it backwards and forwards again. Okay, we're now going to start moving big toe and second toe backwards and forwards. So just getting that movement through. And we'll move down now, please, to the second toe and the third toe. So starting to move it down, backwards and forwards again. I'm taking it back down, please, to the third and the fourth. So nice and gently backwards and forwards, getting as much movement through, giving the toes a little bit of a rub as we pull through. And let's go down to, please, the fourth and the pinky toe. So again, still backwards and forwards. And we'll start to move it back up, please. So let's go the third and the fourth toe, back and forward. And let's come up to the second and the third. Now let's come up to the big toe and the second toe, please. And let's now bring a hand around the middle of the foot and link those toes and fingers together. And just take a very slow movement through in a circle. Circle motion through the foot. Circle back in the opposite direction. And then just take it side to side. Release through those fingers and toes. Hold onto the foot, and we'll just give it a little bit of a twist through the top. So rubbing through the top part of the foot as well. And bring it now down into the arch and using the thumbs, giving it a nice little massage through, releasing through that foot. And again, let's just twist it a little bit side to side. Okay, so taking your deep breath in, please. Release your leg out very slowly and give that hip a rub, a little bit through your glute if needed, and then take a rub through your quad muscles and just wiggle it side to side. So we're going to release that one through now. We're going to take the other side. So bring your foot up so you can keep a straight leg out. If you prefer to tuck it under, please do so. Again, everyone's range of motion is different. So taking a deep breath, we'll start holding onto that knuckle and start with a circle through the big toe. In coming into the hip and seated positions, you may find that one hip is easier to move than the other. There's always a possibility that we've got leg length discrepancies. So sometimes those hips are out. So consulting with either a women's health physio or a physio is always a good idea if you find that you have less movement and or more pain through those hips. So just be aware of that, your limitations in where you're sitting, how you're sitting. Deep breath through, please. Holding onto that big toe and just pull up and down, straight up and down. And let's bring it backwards and forwards, please. So big toe backwards and forwards. And we're going to pop the fingers in between the big toe, second toe, and just pull that foot in towards the inner part of your foot. So big toe in. Now we're going to just take that big toe backwards and forwards, please. We're now going to start progressing through and bringing the big toe and your second toe backwards and forwards. So again, just nice and gently with that movement through. Hopefully we've been doing these exercises 2 or 3 times through the week at least, and you'll be noticing a little bit more movement as we go through. So let's move down please to the second and the third. And let's come down to the third and the fourth, please. Coming down to the fifth and the fourth. And let's move it back up, please, to the fourth and the third. And let's come up to the third and the second. And back up to the second and the big toe. Okay, so let's just link those fingers, holding middle of the foot and taking circles through. Back in the opposite direction. And just taking the side to side. So we're going to take a deep breath in, please, and take hold of that foot and just move it backwards and, side to side. A little bit of a twist through. And we're going to bring down and just give the arch a little bit of a massage through. So taking our deep breath, please, just a little bit of a wiggle to the side again. Now we're going to release that leg out, giving the hip and the glute a little bit of a rub through if we're needing to, and then we're just going to move through that quad and just give it a rub and a little bit of a wiggle side to side, please. Deep breath in. Now if you're sitting on a chair, I'll get you to bring your leg up. First leg, so if we're on the floor, we're just going to pop the legs out in front, please. We're just going to flex the toes, pulling them in and point. So if you're on a chair, straighten out that leg and just bring them up and back. And down, take the other side, point, bring in. And point that toe and bring it in. So let's take a deep breath. I'm going to get you to come back up off your chairs. We are going to come in behind your chair first for a calf stretch, please. So I'll give you a little bit of time to get back up off that floor. Coming in behind the chair, you can start with your calf stretch if you're up before me, but I'll see you very shortly. Okay, so we're back in our standing position and we're just going to take a calf stretch. So we're taking the foot back, keeping tight through the core again, trying to keep those feet in our hip width position. We'll take a deep breath in, please. Exhale and bend your back knee slightly. Taking a deep breath, bring it up and swap the feet. So back heel is down, flat through the heel, tight in through your core. Deep breath in, please. Exhale and bend the back knee slightly. Take the deep breath. We're going to bring it up. I'm just going to pop my chair to the side, please. And we're just going to take your marches again. So taking a deep breath again, let's just stabilize through your feet now. Take a look down at the feet, seeing where they're aligned. So hopefully we're getting in a better alignment as we come to stabilize the feet when we're not thinking. So we're just going to now take a foot out in front, please. With your supporting leg, we're going to get a focus on base of the heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, and the digits are down. Slight relax through the knee, and that is our supporting leg set. So if you do need to hold the chair again, always please do so. Foot is on the floor, and we're now going to look at raising the big toe on the leg that is in front. So if we do need to look down at that toe to get the coordination there, it's always a good idea to get that alignment through from the head and the connection down to the toe. So big toe coming down, please, taking your deep breath in, exhale, and raising the small toes only. So we're checking that we're not rolling the foot in. Please put the digits down and again exhale and raise your big toe. Big toe will go down, please. Exhale and raise the small toes. Small toes down, big toe up. I'm going to bring the switches in, please. So we're going to switch, 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 and switch. So big toe is now going to come down. Bring yourself back into a march. And again, now stabilize through the body. Check where the feet have gone for that alignment through. Keeping tight through your core, please. Take the foot out in front. Now with your supporting leg, let's get the base of the heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, and the digits down. So we've got a nice balance through the whole of your foot. Looking down at your big toe. First up, take your deep breath in, please. Exhale and raise your big toe up. Big toe down, deep breath again. Exhale, small toes are up. Small toes down, deep breath in. Exhale, raise that big toe up. Big toe down, small toes up. Okay, so let's just bring those small toes down. Exhale and bring your big toe up. Okay, so we're going to now come into your switches. So switch, 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 and switch. Deep breath, big toe down, and bring that back to a little march again. Going to get you to stabilize both feet and then just check how we're aligned and reposition the feet if we're needing to. Take a deep breath in. Really focus on pulling this core area in. We're going to take the base of the heel down, base of the big toe, base of the pinkies, and let the digits sit. So both feet are now nice and evenly balanced. We're going to keep them balanced and raise your big toes up, please. So we're coordinating a lot here and getting that mind-muscle coordination through the brain to the feet. Deep breath, big toe down and the small toes up. Small toes down, big toes up, please. Big toe down, raising the small toes up, and then take the outside of the foot off the ground, so slightly raising it. Deep breath, bring those small toes down and raise the big toe. And bring it down. So let's just take a little bit of a march through. Again, let's stabilize through the feet. So straight up, checking down, and let's get the base of the heel. Base of big toe, base of pinky, and the digits are flat. So this time, please just press straight down, the digits into the floor without clawing the toes up. So we're wanting to get a straight pressure down and then release. So take your deep breath in again, please. As you exhale, press straight down, the digits into floor, and release. Taking a deep breath in again, please. Digits go straight down and release. So one more time, please. Tight through core, deep breath in, digits down, and release the big toe, the toes up, and we're just going to raise the big toes up. Take a deep breath, big toes down, deep breath in, raise the small toes up. Raise the outside of the feet off the ground. Bring them down, deep breath, big toes up. Big toes down, raising the small toes. Big toes up, big toes down, and march that one through, please. So I'm just going to bring some movement into today's session as well. So now we're just going to take our box step, please. So take out your right, left, right, left. So very small, controlling through. Now as we come through, flat feet coming through. Right, left, right, left, right, left. So just control that movement nice and slow. Right, left, right, left. and bring it back to your march, please. Now we'll take out a left, right. So take left, right, left, right. And we bring it back to the march, please. So taking a deep breath, let's bring the hands to the hips and just move these hips side to side again. So keep the core nice and tight. And let's circle through. And circle back in the opposite direction. And deep breath side to side again. We're going to take your sliders again today, please. So first up, we're going to, if we're on a carpeted surface, shiny part is down on the floor, tiled or wooden, black part goes down, and pop it down beside you. If you have a chair and you've got it beside you, that is probably more ideal for the exercises we're doing today. It also will keep you mindful in keeping that body up and keeping the postural position. So you're not wanting to be leaning to the side. We are wanting to keep everything nice and tall. Foot is going to go onto your slider. We're tucking your core in. Knee starts in a bent position, please, and you exhale, straightening out the foot. Now we are being mindful of how the foot is going out. You're wanting more of a lead out through the heel. So we're working out through the glute, isolating specifically this glute muscle and getting some movement through the hips. So it's a very nice gentle way to open up the hips and build muscle through the glute. So just have that focus and connection. So it may be that the hand is in front, keeping your belly nice and flat. So we are keeping this connected, and a hand on your glute so that you are working through the glute muscle rather than using your side muscles and back muscles. And squeezing it out and bring it in, and please put the heel down. Coming to the other side, body is again coming up nice and tall. I'm going to reposition my hands. So I'm tucking through, so my bottom goes under, stabilizing through the foot, tucking through the core. Hand on a chair though if you're needing to. Press it out and in. So really extend out, squeeze the glute out when you get to the far position. Concentrating on a focal point if you aren't holding on to your chair. And progressively through time, the aim is to have enough balance and stability through that foot that you won't need to hold the chair. Deep breath and bring it in, heel down. And it does happen in time. So the class that I've been working with, we've been now doing the classes for about 6 months. In the last few weeks, we've noticed that most people are now no longer holding onto a chair when we're doing these exercises. So that balance and the strength through the feet is now really starting to come in. Tightening through the core, hinge forward slightly. If you're needing to hold onto a chair in front, please do so this time. Taking your deep breath, squeeze through the glute to take the foot back. So if I come sideways, full extension out and squeezing back in. Using the bottom again. Keep your back flat, no arching through. So isolating specifically through your glute muscle. And we'll go to the other side. So bring your body up. I'm going to come sideways again for you. So tuck through, hip width position, tighten in through the core, slightly in through the chest, hands on chair if we're needing to, extend and squeeze your glute. So push out, squeeze, in, squeeze, in. And bring it in, and the foot's coming down. So I'm going to come front on. With the slider, we are going to again reposition, bodies up tall this time, for a 45-degree slide back. But we are again tight. We are again using that glute, and as we take it to the furthest part of our extension, squeezing through the glute. So deep breath in, squeezing out and in, out, in. Concentrate on your breathing. Concentrate on a focus point if you aren't holding on. If you are holding on, again, we're tightening through the core, making sure that big toe stays down on the floor. We have even balance through your feet. And let's just bring that in and put the heel down. So we'll take the other side, please. So repositioning the slider. Again, repositioning that body. So taking your deep breath, tucking through, glutes squeezing out, in. And bring it in and put your heel down. So we're now going to take a deep breath, repositioning yourselves. Now, if you do need the chair for the stability, we're wanting it to the side, please. So we're going to start with some more mobility through these hips. So stabilizing again through your inside leg, base of the heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, digits down, and relax your knee. Tightening through your core. So we're taking your quarter circle, slide, and in. So we come out to the side, around behind, and in. So again, we're wanting to keep these hips nice and balanced and nice and even as much as you can. And we bring it in, please put the heel down, turn yourselves, and we'll take the other side. So body is up, again tighten through, stabilizing through base of heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, digits down, relaxing the knee to the side, behind, and in. So the quarter circle. Find your focal point to help. And bring it in, and please put your heel down. So we're now going to come back to the other side again. We're going to make these circles a little bit bigger. So again, we tuck through first, come out to the side, bring behind, bring it all the way through, around behind and in. So really tight through, concentrating on the stabilization through the foot, and move those circles through. Taking a deep breath, taking it back now in the opposite direction. So foot is in front, reverse it back, around to the side, and back through. So to the front, in. And bring it in, foot down please, and we'll take the other side. So I'll just pop my chair out of the way. So come to the other side of the chair if you're needing to. First up, tuck through to the side, coming around, and bring it all the way through in front. So we're taking your half circle through and working through the hips. And bring it in, out in front, and reverse it through, behind, around. And just bring it in, put the heel down please. I'm going to get you to grab those sliders, so we'll just pop them out of the way please. And again, we'll just come back to a side step please. We're going to come to your box step again. So let's come into a little march, tight through your core, taking out your right left step, the right left, right left. And march back through, taking out the other side please. So taking out the left, right, left, right. And march that back through. Okay, so taking a deep breath, stabilizing through those feet and rocking the hips side to side. Taking your circles through. And back in the opposite direction. And back side to side, please. And taking a deep breath. Just going to take a little bit of a march through. I'm going to get you to now take a step out. So chairs in front, but we're going to alternate your step out. So tight through core, stepping out. So chairs are in front in case you need them. And we bring it up. Keep it tight through the core, please. And please just bring a knee up. And march that one back down. So shaking it through for me. A little bit of a wiggle. I'm going to get you to come down onto a chair, please. And we're going to start with a stretch. So that's where we're going to finish today's class with the exercising component. So as I said back in the beginning, in working through and moving through those feet, depending on what stage you're at, we can often create some discomfort in there because your foot's not used to working without having shoes and without being supported. So nice and slow as we incorporate and add on exercises, hopefully we'll increase that balance and progressively we'll add more exercises to it. So starting with the feet out, keeping tight through your core, hands on the knees, deep breath, exhale and press out. So make sure we keep that core in. Keep your chest up, keep your body tight and tall. And release. So again, take a deep breath in, tighten through, exhale, pressure out. Take your deep breath in and bring those feet in. Let's bring one leg up, a little bit of pressure down onto the knee. And we're going to release, foot down, bringing it up and pressure down. Okay, and we're going to release that one down. I'm going to get you to come up, please, into standing position. We'll take a hip flexor stretch first. So with the hip flexor, a little bit awkward in this one, come through with your inside leg. So if I come side on, my front leg is there. Now my back leg, I'm going to tuck my bottom under and drop my back knee down. The back leg is the leg that I'm stretching. So in the front of your leg, you're going to feel a little bit of tightness and we're going to release through here. So if we can, we take one arm up. This will increase the stretch. If you're comfortable to leave it down, that's fine. Do use the chair to help with that balance though. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to bring that hand down, stabilize through the inside leg and bring your foot up behind for your quad stretch next. So again, we're trying to keep the knees together to allow the quad muscle to stretch. Take a deep breath in, exhale and press your foot back into your hand. And we're going to bring it down and shake that one through. Take the other side, please. So to the side, taking an inside leg. Again, tuck your bottom under, bend that back knee down. So really tuck the butt under. Take your arm up of the leg that is behind. Concentrate on some nice deep breathing. Deep breath, bring that arm down, leg that's behind, bring that straight up please. Again, trying to check where those legs are, keeping them nice and straight. Deep breath in, exhale, press the foot back into the hand. Bring it down, release and shake through. So we're going to take your hamstring stretch next. So I'm going to come in sideways, hip width position, small step back and take your bottom back. So hinging through, your bottom is back, your front leg. So behind the front leg, hamstring is stretching. Keep your chest up, keep your core tight. And bring it up, please. So again, hip width position, small step, tight through. Keep the chest up. Front leg is straight. Bring that one up. Okay, so let's come in behind your chairs, please, and take your calf stretch again. So back foot is flat. Feet are in a hip width position. Take your deep breath in, exhale please, and bend your back knee slightly. Bring that one up, take the other side, so back foot is flat. Tighten in through the core please, and bend the back knee slightly. Okay, so just bring your body up. Now I'm going to, again, just pop my chair to the side. Going to come into a little march, please, and just bring a pony trot through again. So taking a deep breath, holding onto the chairs, circle through the feet and in the opposite direction. And foot down, please, other side. And back in the opposite direction. And deep breath, let's just bring it down and take a nice big shake through those legs. Now we'll finish up with some deep breaths and then I'll come back and have a chat with you. So feet are out, stabilizing through, tight in through the core, arms up, deep breaths to finish up today. We have an inhale down, exhale 1, inhale down, exhale 2, inhale down, exhale 3, inhale down, exhale up 4. And just again, bring them in for a little shake. So hopefully you're progressing and you're noticing some difference through the feet, through your balance, through your stability and mobility. That is the aim. So next week I'm going to come in and do some more hip openers with you. So I suggest that if you've got a cushion handy, please bring that with you. We will be using the sliders and balls again as normal, but we're now going to add it up. So we're going to loosen through your hip flexors because we do too much time sitting down in driving cars, eating dinner, working. So we're now needing to combat that by stretching through. And I'm going to bring some glute exercises in as well. So we're going to stretch hip flexors, work glutes, helping us improve that posture. So I hope that you are finding some differences as we go through. Don't forget to be out of shoes as much as you possibly can. Now we're starting to progress through, so a little bit more time without those shoes on is hugely beneficial. Using the ball, rolling out, doing the toga, practicing your balancing single leg stance. And thank you so much again for being here, and I'll see you next week as we progress through for another few weeks, continuing to build that balance and strength.